We are back out here at Sanford Dam, and as you can see from this view, a lot has changed since the last time I was out here filming. The drone is about 75 feet in altitude, facing towards the north, coming up right in front of the dam. You can see the amount of water flowing through the gates at this time. As this video progresses, you'll see different watering events happen. So right now you can see all the water passing through that left gate all the way on the far side. They were testing the gates when I was out here filming, so you'll see them move periodically up and down, and by the end of the video you'll see more water flowing through some of the other gates. So a huge milestone for the upcoming refill here at Sanford Lake, which is going to be happening this upcoming week. It's amazing. It's been a lot of years, but we are finally at the point of seeing Sanford Lake to refill now. Secord and Smallwood will not be too far behind, and then hopefully Edenville very soon after as well. So it has been quite a few years in the making, but it is an amazing accomplishment to see these dams rebuilt, brought back up to today's safety standards, in a lake about ready to refill, when so many lakes in the USA are being demolished and reclaimed back to rivers. There was a lot of hurdles to jump over, to jump through, to get this project to where it is today. And you can see all that water up behind the dam here, starting to refill our spring. Snow melt is all completed here in Michigan, but we do have our spring rainfalls that are coming down very heavy. And I don't think it's going to take too long to refill this lake on April 15th, especially if things keep happening the way they've been happening. We keep getting the amount of rain that we have been getting. You can see all this green, tealish looking material on the Sanford embankment here. That is actually blown in hydroseed grass. So you can see the truck up there in the middle. That is the truck that they were going ahead and seeding this embankment. So it's not an earthen embankment. Underneath that, there is concrete. So those concrete steps, they just went ahead and covered that back up with some topsoil, reseeding it with grass so that it looks nice and is not just a large concrete structure spillway. A lot of riprap down here. You can also see the seawall down there, right to the right-hand side of that riprap. In case this ever does overtop, we'll keep a lot of that erosion from happening and ever having a failure here on any of these dams again. These have been very well built. You might see a lot of comments saying that these were way overbuilt. I guess that depends who you are. You know, if you live downstream of these dams on the river, you're probably not complaining about them being overbuilt, because you may have seen a lot of the flooding back on 2020 when the Edenville earthen embankment failed. That led to the subsequent failure here at Sanford Dam in mid-Michigan. So I understand if you live on the lakes, you're probably not very happy with the price tag of rebuilding these, but we do have to maintain a certain level of safety to make sure these events never happen again. You can see the trucks here, Cervinsky Sod Service. Looks like they're the ones doing the hydro seeding. I did sit here for a little while and see if I could catch them in action doing any of the seeding here on the bank, but wasn't able to capture any of that. Again, it looks really nice. If you're looking at the live cameras, make sure you're looking at all the live cameras. I know the one at Smallwood Dam is down currently yet. They are working on getting that one relocated. The Connex shipping container that was kind of in charge of housing the router and then the power for that camera had to be relocated. So with that being relocated, that camera is down temporarily, but I know they are working on getting that one back up very soon. As long and hopefully soon the water start to reseed up there and work can catch back up. So yeah, here at Sanford Dam, this coming week, April 15th, I'll give you a little bit more details than you've probably heard. So right now the gates are raised 4 feet. That will maintain Sanford Lake at its current level until the 15th. And on the 15th, at midnight, they're going to raise the gates about a half a foot. So over about 24 hours, they expect Sanford Lake to raise about a foot just by raising those gates up a half a foot. And I have requested to get out there and film how these gate structures work, how are they controlled, raised and lowered. So if you want to see that, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. I do think a lot of people would be interested in seeing actually how those crest gates are operated and how easily they are, raised and lowered. A lot of work happening out here on the lake bed. You can see the old dike there where it looks like there's a roadway in the middle. Since the time of me filming this video and doing this voiceover now, that has been completely removed. So all of this lake bed restoration and improvement, you'll see some of the improvements here very shortly, have all been completed. So look at the Sanford Lake Park Beach, looking great. Look at the amount of sand that they dredged from out in front of it. So you can see this large deep end here now has had all of that, mostly sand, maybe a little bit of dirt on the top, removed so that there's a nice deep end for people to go ahead and swim out from the Sanford Lake Park. As we travel a little bit further up here to the north, we're flying probably about 50 feet in altitude. US 10 coming into view right at the top of the screen, and the rest of the Sanford Lake up there to the north. So you can see all this rock structure here, and as we come around the corner, you'll see a little bit more. This is all fish habitat that has been put in place for the upcoming lake refill. There were a lot of funds raised to be able to make this Sanford Lake a nice fish habitat. Some stone being put in place. You'll see some stumps and logs out here. Kind of interesting. I'm not sure if these logs are actually real. I'm guessing if they are anchored down somehow until they get waterlogged and are going to sink so that they do not move when the lake is refilled, because otherwise it would just end up in the other debris pile in front of Sanford Lake, caught in the booms that would be removed. So again, more of this. I'm guessing it's crushed limestone, just some riprap being put in place here. Again, fish habitat probably helps a little bit with erosion as well. You can see some of that riprap placed around along US 10 there to stop that erosion from happening. And again, a lot more of these trees placed out here in the lake bed, in the water. So again, pretty cool. Hopefully making this lake one of the premier fishing lakes in mid-Michigan again. It will be interesting to see what happens in the coming years. I'm pretty sure the DNR has some restocking programs that they are going to be implementing here on the lakes when the water is refilled to restock a lot of the fish that has been lost. Secord and Smallwood still have probably a decent amount of fish population, as those dams and those lakes have kept a decent amount of water behind them yet. They're just in a drawn down state, unlike here on Edenville and Sanford Dam they were just run of the river and just letting the river flow right through with not really a change in elevation to hold any water. So I'm sure there was some carp in here, maybe some bluegill. There's probably maybe a couple walleye that have maybe made it up. Depends if they've made it over the smaller dams downriver of here in Sanford Dam. But look at the amount of debris out here caught in the barrier in the boom. Quite a bit there. So that will be continuing to be removed. It's actually being removed right now at the time of me filming this voiceover. They have a boat out there that's pushing all of that to an excavator that is getting loaded into dump trucks and hauled away. Upcoming milestones on all the dams. So on Edenville Dam, the right training wall and the water control structure will be worked on. Completion of the auxiliary spillway structural concrete on Edenville auxiliary spillway. Left training wall and center pier at Secord will be completed. Upstream pier extension concrete at Smallwood Dam. And of course, Sanford Lake refilling. So that is all the upcoming milestones that the Four Lakes Task Force hopes to accomplish on all 5 of the dams here on the Four Lakes in the coming month. So quite a bit of work, and hopefully work can get caught up there on Secord and Sanford Dam with the amount of water flow that we've had here in mid-Michigan. That has impacted work a little bit as some of those sites have become inundated with some water, so that has slowed down construction a little bit, but it is still at the point that they could possibly catch back up again. Cool view looking at the amount of debris out here in front of the debris boom. Kind of see what there is all in there. Some stumps. That actually looks like a pine tree log. So anyone that is seeing any logs or anything in front of their residences, if you live on the lake, call to action. Just go out there and remove it, because it's going to end up downriver here and caught in these booms. Go ahead and remove it. It'll save a little bit of effort here from cleaning up all of this debris that's getting caught in the booms. So would be a little bit of help if you see any of that and can remove it off the lake bed before it gets washed downriver, if you live on the Sanford Lake or kind of the upriver tributary that runs into it between Sanford and Edenville. So as I stated at the beginning of the video, you can see another one of those gates has been lowered even further. So gate number 5 over there now has water going over the top of it, as well as gate 6. And I believe I'm not seeing a whole lot of water flowing through the low-level outlet, even at present day filming the voiceover. I think they're probably not wanting a lot of water flowing through that low-level outlet all the way on the right-hand side, because you can see the grate on it. And you see the amount of debris caught in the booms. It would probably just plug up that grate on the low-level outlet a little bit more. So versus these crest gates, this is why they excel here in these types of situations, is any debris can just flow right over the top of those crest gates and will not get stuck in them like the old style tainter gates that used to be here on all of these dams. Again, nice improvement here using these crest gates. Hopefully we'll be able to see how those work. Maybe we'll be able to see how that low-level outlet works over there on the right-hand side, how those are raised and lowered to allow flow to pass through those in the winter time months so that ice doesn't build up on the crest gates on the main spillway portion. Well, look at that water flowing over Sanford Dam. It's definitely a nice sight to see. Our water here in mid-Michigan looks dirty. It is that chocolatey milk color, and that is from the high turbidity in the water. Might also be from a little bit of tannins that come from leaves in the fall, especially with the water level raising. All of that debris on the lake bed and excess leaves could be increasing it a little bit, but most of that is just turbidity, the silt, the clay being combined into the water column and just making it look dirty. So you can see over here on the left hand side, like I said, no water passing through that low level outlet. All the water passing through gate 5 and gate 6 as they were out here testing how the gates were operating, make sure everything is 100% functional and ready to go, as we are just days away from Sanford Lake about ready to refill. And a couple people might be wondering, why do you have to wait until April 15th? It is actually a legal boundary that is being set. So the lake cannot be refilled until April 15th. So it can't happen any sooner than that. We'll fly downriver here a little bit. So we're facing to the south, probably about 50 feet in altitude again. They have a debris boom down here in the river as well. You can see the nice improvements that were made over here as well. Those large stones, large chunks of crushed lime, well, not crushed limestone, large chunks of limestone on the right, kind of just adding to some of the river features. Over on the left-hand side, you can see a little bit more of those rocks trying to push the flow to the center of the river to stop a lot of that erosion from happening. Sanford Park is looking amazing as always since it's been rebuilt. Very shortly, these baseball fields will be filled with young kids, maybe some old kids too, of all ages, out here having fun, enjoying Sanford Park once again. It did not overflow, I don't think, this year, but it is not uncommon for this area to overflow and be inundated. Make sure you're checking out the live cameras on all the dams, especially Sanford Dam. Keep an eye on it this upcoming week, and we will be able to watch this fill right before our eyes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave any questions and comments you have down below. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.